All right, 8th graders, we're back to our essay work, and we're going to be working on our body paragraph portion of the essay planning today. We filled out our essay planners, so we have a plan for our entire essay here. Now we're going to get down to sort of the meat of the essay in the body paragraphs. So you saw Mrs. Caston in one of the previous videos work on her introductory paragraph planner, and one of the things that includes is the thesis. Now the thesis is basically the guiding sentence. It's the sort of like the map of the whole paper. Everything works to support the thesis sentence or thesis statement. So our thesis statement, just as a reminder, is humans are basically evil because they are power-seeking and self-serving. So I'm going to have two body paragraphs that both point to these two concepts. The concept that humans are power-seeking and that they are self-serving. So my first body paragraph is going to point to this first topic. So my topic sentence is going to point to that idea. I could say something kind of basic, like first of all, people are power-seeking. But I'd like my topic sentence to be a little bit more complex than that. So what I came up with was, throughout the world, in life, in literature, in movies, we see that humans are power-seeking. So this is my topic sentence of my first body paragraph, and I get that because it's based off trying to support this idea. My second body paragraph is going to point to the second concept, self-serving. So what I came up with for my topic sentence for my second body paragraph is, just as we have seen that humans are power-seeking, we also see how they are self-serving. So those will be the topic sentences of my two body paragraphs. Now I'm going to focus on just my first body paragraph in this video. So now I don't really need to worry about my thesis statement for the moment. All I'm thinking about as I work is the idea in this topic sentence. So I'm looking for examples in the pieces of literature or movies that I'm using for my paper to show that humans are power-seeking. So you guys are using short stories that we read in class and The Giver. I am using examples from 3 films: Aladdin, The Lion King, and Harry Potter. So I've got evidence on my sheets of paper here for those 3 movies. You obviously will be using evidence from the short stories we read and The Giver. So all of my details are going to have to support this idea that humans are power-seeking, because that's the topic sentence of this body paragraph. So one thing that I got from my notes was from The Lion King. Scar. Scar is the younger brother of Mufasa, the king, and he eventually kills Mufasa and tries to take over the kingdom. So that definitely to me showed that he's power-seeking. So I wrote, Scar seeks power over the kingdom and his brother Mufasa. And then I'm going to elaborate on that. I need to provide evidence. I need to talk about it. I need to say more things about that. I can't just leave it at that. So I'm going to say, I'm going to talk about how he kills Mufasa. I'm going to talk about how he sets himself up as king. Remember, I'm not writing full sentences here. This is just planning for when I actually write the essay. My next supporting point that humans are power-seeking comes from Harry Potter. I said Voldemort seeks power over the entire world. There's multiple times where he tries to kill Harry, and there's multiple times when he tries to exert his control over the people, like the wizards at Hogwarts, and the humans, the non-magic folk, the Muggles. And then my last movie that I'm using is Aladdin, and I said Jafar, the main bad guy in Aladdin, seeks power over the world. He steals the lamp from Aladdin, attempts to destroy Aladdin. He attempts to try to set himself up as sort of the all-powerful person in the universe. So those would be my 3 points that are going to support the main idea of my paragraph, that humans are power-seeking. Now, before I finish, I need to have a concluding sentence, something that sort of ties it all together. So my concluding sentence summarizes everything that I've just said. Clearly, Scar, Voldemort, and Jafar are all motivated by the need for power. Now you're going to also notice that it says over here some optional transitions. It's helpful to organize your paragraphs and your papers for your reader by using transition words. We're going to give you a sheet that we'll put in Google Classroom that has lots of transition words. It might be something as simple as first, second, third, or first, next, last, or there's also some more complicated ones in there, like additionally, moreover, those types of words. So you will see those. We'll post that transition sheet in Google Classroom for you to take a look at and try to add some of those words here. For my planning purposes, I'm going to try to go with more than just first, second, third. I'm going to try maybe additionally, and maybe lastly. Okay, but you'll see a number of options there. All right, so now it's your turn. Go ahead and start working on your body paragraph. Feel free to come back and look at this as a resource.